Alright, let's start talking about TactiCool Champs. TactiCool Champs, published by Awesome Industries, SPZOO. I guess that's SPZOO. It's got dots between the O's. That's interesting. Alright, this was released back in May 15th of 2020. It's about just under 2 gigabytes. It's categorized as action and adventure with a teen rating. Ooh. Essentially, this game, according to them, Tactical Champs combines the best features of shooter and arcade game where up to 4 players fight with each other in a closed arena. Quick matches, wide variety of weapons, and unlimited ways to eliminate the opponents are waiting for you. Well, let's see. Do we like Tactical Champs? Let's take a look at a little bit of gameplay here. So, Tactical Champs, very much in the genre of Smash Brothers. One of the reasons I wanted to take a look at it, and we'll just pause the video here. One of the reasons I wanted to take a look at this game was because when I was scrolling through the Microsoft Store, I was just looking for, some alternatives to some of the games I'd seen over the course of my time so far, like rolling around through Game Pass and the Microsoft Store. I wanted something a little different, and I was just thinking, oh, let's see what they have to offer. And a lot of games, it's hard to determine, whether you really want to try it or not based on just looking at the preview video and images. But this game, because of the genre, it was actually easy to pick out. As soon as I saw some gameplay footage from the preview, I knew right away what this was. It's Tactical Champs, but really this is very, very much an arcade shooter. There's nothing tactical about it. Yes, they have weapons on the map, but the goal of the game, you got to get to the weapon and use it to shoot your opponent, or throw a grenade at your opponent, or up to 3 opponents if you're playing against just the computer. So it holds up to 4 people. Now, I will say one of the things you notice right away, if you look at all these maps, they're all squares. So each map, every category, there's 8 of them. You can edit stages. There's like 60 preloaded stages, so there's variations of the square within. So everything inside of that square, there's 60 variations of it right away that are loaded by the game. But you can actually edit that yourself. Now, I think that's pretty cool. One of the knocks I do have about the game, though, just to be forthright, is that every one of these maps is a square. And I think for future reference, I would hope that maybe they would expand upon what they have by bringing in some maps that are in slightly different shape. Maybe have some that have rivers up the middle of them. Maybe have some ones where there's a building or something. I know that the point of the game is not to go crazy with the graphics, and I think that's fine. But I would just say at least try to vary up the shape a little bit, because I think it loses a little bit of its pizzazz when you have just a bunch of squares, and then you can have variations within those squares. It's not horrible, but just saying, it would give you a different feel for the map. I think if you play Smash Bros, they do a really good job of taking a very simple look and varying it. And I'm not just talking about the maps where they actually move you around, but I'm talking about just their basic map. If you play in Smash Bros, you'll notice there is a variety of maps where you're not bored with the map. This game just is missing that element. So as we'll see, I've selected a map. I think I ended up going with the toy room, if I'm not mistaken. And when I got inside this particular round, I just played against one person. You can see some of the variations here. There's 60 of them, so I didn't know what to pick. I just went with one randomly. So you start off like many other games. You start off the little countdown. And each round is very quick. You can see the clock running. It's like under 2 minutes already, and I get shot. And it's cool graphic there. You can see like little character getting blown apart. So it says teen rating, but you can see kids playing this because, like I said, it's very much in the Smash Bros. Genre. There, I rolled through to a weapon and I used a knife and I stabbed at the guy. And there's a little blood splatter there. It's gory, but it's not. It's definitely like more in the fun spirit. High fun factor for this game. It's fast paced, so it's minute 30 seconds per round. And I will say one thing about the gameplay. So you're not jumping. You can't jump and kick or anything like you do in Smash Bros. Everything is grounded. You gotta just move around. You can roll, and you gotta pick up a weapon. One thing I will say about the game is they need to work on the health system. And the reason I'm saying that is because in the game, it's very easy to die. Like as soon as a grenade hits you, or as soon as an opponent gets a hold of you, like if they aim on you, you're done. It's very hard to maintain a fight. Whereas in a Smash Bros type game, and I don't mean to keep drawing back to Smash Brothers, but that's all I think about when I play this. When you're playing that game, you can survive a quick beating. There's a little bit more wiggle room, and I think that adds to the battle, especially when you're playing with your friends. I think with this game, and everything is over so quickly. And I guess, I don't know if they're trying to do that on purpose to say, like, oh, it's tactical, like, once you're down, you're done. But I think they need to add a little bit more with the health system because it's a little too quick. And I wonder if that'll end up hurting them, in the back end of this thing. So that's a critique that I have. It's not major. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch, but I do think it's something that they should take a look at. Because if not, there's certainly a risk of you're playing the game and it might be like easy to get frustrated with it just because of how quickly you could be taken out. So that's one critique I have. But overall, I thought the game, I thought it played pretty well. I thought it moved well. It definitely gives you the high fun factor. You see here in another video. This one I have 3 opponents. I went in. I got to a machine gun. I think one of the other ones also had a machine gun set up. I didn't win this round. I don't know if I won any rounds. Yeah, it looks like I shot at someone but they didn't die. So one guy actually killed all 3 of us with a gun. It's very quick. There's very little loading time in this game. I would say the loading time was probably like under 3 seconds, honestly, to get into the map and out. In this one, it looks like there were some grenades thrown. We're all done. That was about 10 seconds that round. So that's another thing. Again, the gameplay, it's fun, but the health system's a little weak. Like if you think about it, like, okay, you jump in a game and it's over within 10 seconds. I mean, maybe, hey, it's an arcade game. It's sort of traditional arcadey where everything's fast and, things happen. But I don't know. I think I would have worked on the health system, and no, it's not just because I died. Yeah, you can see I'm doing terribly in this game. I don't remember seeing a difficulty setting, so there might be like one difficulty and that's it. I don't think there were others, to be honest. And this one drew out a little bit longer because 2 guys died quickly, and that left myself and 1 guy left on the map. And as you can see here, I'm trying to just kind of stay away from him and set him up with a grenade. In that case, a grenade exploded and it didn't kill either one of us. And I'm running around trying to get to a weapon. See, rolling is the only move you have. You can't jump in this game. So you can roll and you can melee. And I think the melee is either punch or if you have a knife on you. I'm just rolling around literally looking for a weapon. I got a gun there. I'm shooting the wall. And I meleeed this guy for my kill. So in this one, I actually got 2 kills. So anyway, that's all the gameplay footage I have for this game. TactiCool Champs. I think it's a fun game. It's not expensive. It has a lot of potential, certainly in this genre, and especially for Microsoft and for PlayStation. Nintendo, this isn't going to work because of Smash Bros. Just being honest. But I think for the Xbox and for the PlayStation, good variety is important. Obviously the greatest library of all time is the PlayStation 2, and I think the reason why people concede that is due to library variety. And I think for Xbox, and I don't know if this is on the PlayStation, but if it is, I think because this game, and it might even be on the Switch. I really don't know. I didn't look for it there, but because this game offers something different as far as gameplay and styling is concerned, I think it's definitely worth a couple bucks and certainly has some potential. And if they can work on the health system, if they can change the map so they're not all squares, I think this game could be interesting. It could be a player down the road. I really do. So I think they did a good job. If you guys are familiar with it, go ahead and mention that in the comments below. But I had never heard of it, so I was interested in it. I played it, and I figured I'd do a video on it. It's been out since May 2020, so if you guys have played this game before, or if you happen to play it, I'd like to hear what you think. I'm curious if you guys are interested in it, but like I said, you can pick it up for a couple bucks. I know it's on the Microsoft Store, so if you happen to be playing on an Xbox One or a Series X, you can go ahead and pick this thing up. TactiCool Champs. All right, thanks, guys.